Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the next theory, that is theory of stainless rings, proposed by the scientist, that is Sachet and Mohr. Before formation of this theory, there are totally 4 scientists are there. Which are the 4 scientists? First in 1890, first scientist, that is Sachet. In 1928, the scientist as a Mohr. Okay. Then about 1943, that is UK, and in 1946 here, that is a USA. Now, accordance of a coordination and the work of these 2 scientists, according to their works, the theory is known as a Sachet-Mohr theory. Now the question arises, what is their contribution in this theory? That is the point of today's lecture. Okay. Now, in 1890, Sachet scientists proposed that is the structure of cyclohexane is not a planar, but it is puckered ring structure. What Sachet has proposed, that is the structure of cyclohexane is not a planar one, but it is a puckered ring structure. Also, he proposed that is puckered ring structure is of 2 categories. Which are the 2 categories? First is chair form and second is about boat form. Okay. These are the names of the conformations of a cyclohexane according to scientist a Sachet. First, we have to see what is the work of a Sachet scientist. After this, he have developed the structure of chair and boat conformations of a cyclohexane. See here, what are the conformations? That is, here I am drawing the chair conformation. Chair form of cyclohexane, and here boat form. Okay, this is the boat form of cyclohexane. Again I am repeating this, that is in 1890 Sachet proposed that is the structure of a cyclohexane is not a planar one, but it has a puckered ring like structure. It is of 2 categories. First is a chair form, that is like this, that is considering 6 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here 6. And in the boat form, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In this way, the Sachet's work is over. But he can't isolate these 2 structures. What is the drawback of this Sachet structure? That is, what is the work is incomplete to this. That is, these 2 forms are not isolated with each other or interconvertible with each other. This idea was not getting by a Sachet scientist. The another scientist, that is in 1923, another scientist, Mohr, suggested that the 2 forms of this, which are the 2 forms, that is the chair and boat form and boat forms of cyclohexane interconvertible to each other. Interconvertible each other. This is the work of a mover. Sachet proposed that is the cyclohexane ring is of two structure. This is a chair and this is a board form. But the Moore suggested that is these two structure of a cyclohexane, that is the chair and board form of cyclohexane, which are interconvertible to each other. Okay. Now, the another scientist, which scientist, that is called as a Huckel scientist, that is in 1920. Sorry, that is in 1943. The another scientist, Huckel, proposed that is there is another compound called as a decalin, which is also having the two structures. The two structures as chair and board form of. Okay, but he can't isolate the decalin or interconvertible nature of the two forms of chair and board form of decalin. He can't get the idea. But later on, the next scientist, that is called as Huckel, pointed out that is the decalin is also a chair form of derived cyclohexane. That is in decalin, whatever may be the chair and board form, chair, and here also a board form, which can be interconvertible to each other. But later on, Huckel pointed out that the decalin is also a chair form of a cyclohexane here. Now, what is the original work here? That is according to the scientists Sachet and Mohr. Now, this Sachet and Mohr's work about cyclohexane is when applied to all cycloalkanes, it is successful. Therefore, the theory is known as Sachet-Mohr theory. Okay, and it is also known as the stainless rings theory. Why it is known as the stainless rings theory? Because this Sachet-Mohr theory gives a statement that the nuclear carbon atoms of all higher cycloalkanes restore the tetrahedral angle that is equal to 109 degrees 28 minutes in two different planes, and let it to acquire the stability. Okay, what is the essential one here? According to the Sachet and Mohr theory here, that is the nuclear carbon atoms of all the higher cycloalkanes here restore the tetrahedral angle here, that is 109 degrees 28 minutes in two different planes and let it to acquire the stability. Thus, the structures of these cyclohexanes, which are known as a chair form and the boat form, or the chair conformer and boat conformer of a cyclohexane, is now accepted, and thus the ring becomes a strainless. Okay, that is by acquiring the tetrahedral angle 109 degrees 28 minutes, these cycloalkanes becomes having a puckered ring structure, which acquires or restores the tetrahedral angle, and it is able to acquire the higher stability. As it acquire the tetrahedral angle and led to attain the stability, hereby means that it has a lower energy. And lower energy means what? That is minimizing all types of strains, that is due to the internal strain, that is due to the steric strain or torsional strain, whatever may be the position by according to a Bayer's strain theory. Okay, according to the, as the angle, dihedral angle in the cycloalkanes is increases, there is increase in the strain in the ring. According to Bayer's theory, this statement is totally ruled out by this theory. Therefore, this theory is known as a strainless ring theory, or it is also known as a Sachet-Mohr theory. Now, this theory is applicable to all types of a higher cycloalkanes, and it means that higher cycloalkanes restore the tetrahedral angle, thereby acquiring the more stability, that is having the minimum kind of energy by minimizing here all types of strains here. Okay, thus we have explained here the theory of a strainless rings. Now, what about the structures of a chair form of cyclohexane and boat form of cyclohexane? We have to see here. Next point is that is conformations in cyclohexane. Already we have seen that which are the two conformations. There are two conformations like a chair and second is a boat. Okay, one by one we can see this. Okay, that is first form, that is known as a chair form. Okay, see here the diagram. Okay, this is a chair form of cyclohexane. Now, number of hydrogens for here. This is axial, this is equatorial, this is axial, this is equatorial. Okay. Now, axial, this is equatorial, this is axial, this is equatorial. This is equatorial, this is axial, this is axial, this is equatorial. Okay, axial, here axial, here axial. Okay, then here equatorial, here equatorial, here axial, here equatorial, here axial. Okay, now here equatorial. Okay, now here on also, here equatorial, here equatorial, and here axial. Okay, thus we have represented here the chair form of a cyclohexane. How many number of carbon atoms? That is carbon atoms is equal to 6. How many total number of hydrogens? That is each carbon atom has two types of a bonds here. The total number of hydrogens, that is equal to a 12. Now we have to explain the number of hydrogens and number of a hydrogens of which of types. Here two types of bonds here. First is here. First HA means what? That is axial hydrogens. And HE means here equatorial. Okay, this is means CH equatorial bond, and this bond is known as a axial CH bond. Okay, now here this means plane parallel to axis of symmetry, and here plane perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. Okay, now we will discuss the structure number first here. However, in this cyclohexane chair form, here two types of planes are occurs. First is, that is the bonding between CH of and the bonding between the CC and CH of E. That is here axial bond of carbon and hydrogen, axial bond and equatorial bond between carbon and hydrogen. Here all the carbon atoms are situated in such a way that is the ring can accept or acquire which type of ring? That is a puckered ring structure and having the chair form. Okay, which restores a angle that is equal to 909 degrees 28 minutes. Here two types of hydrogens. This HA are the hydrogens, that is the bond between carbon and hydrogen. It is a bond which is present in the plane and which is parallel to the axis of a symmetry. What is? That is CHA, that is the bond which is present between the plane, that is the parallel to the, this type of bond is parallel to the plane of the axis of symmetry. Thus there are how many HAs? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here also 6. The number of axial hydrogen atoms are equal to how much? That is equal to 6. Similarly, the plane in which carbon and equatorial hydrogen exist, that are perpendicular to the axis of a symmetry and they are putting side of the plane. That is, they are putting side of the plane here. Therefore, the plane is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. Now, the bond between C and HA is known as the axial bond of a carbon and axial hydrogens. The bond between carbon and equatorial hydrogen, it is known as the equatorial bond, that is between a carbon and equatorial hydrogen. The bond between carbon and hydrogen, which is a axial CH bond, and the hydrogen is known as the axial hydrogen atom. Okay, that is the hydrogen which is attached to the carbon in a spread up position in the plane, that is known as a axial hydrogen. The bond between carbon and hydrogen which is exists as a side of the plane or which is perpendicular to the axis of the symmetry, it is called as the equatorial bond, and the hydrogen is known as an equatorial hydrogen atoms. Okay, now see here all the arrangement of these carbon atoms along with these equatorial atoms is the similar to the chair form here. This is we can giving the structures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here 6. Total number of carbon atoms equal to 6. Total number of hydrogens equal to 12. 6 are of axial hydrogen atoms and 6 are of equatorial hydrogen atoms. Okay. Now we can, after seeing this, the structure, the chair, the next structure is what? That is the boat structure. See here, the boat structure. Here I am numbering this as like fashion. 1, 2, 3. This is carbon 3. Then it is 4, 5 and 6. Now there are two planes exist in the form of a boat. This is the boat former. Cyclohexane. Okay. Now these two hydrogen atoms are called as bowsprit. Flagpole. And these are called as bowsprit. Bowsprit. These four hydrogen atoms, that is according to these carbon atoms, having one plane, and these two carbon atoms are showing the second plane. These carbon atoms, that is the carbon atoms of A, C2, C3, C5 and C6 are called as of the hydrogen atoms of HA and HE, that is equal to quasi-axial and here quasi-equatorial. Okay. Now here this is the structure for a boat form of a cyclohexane. What are the points here? That is total whole number of carbon atoms, that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are totally two planes. Which are the two planes? In one plane, that is the C1 and C4. In one plane, first plane, which carbon atoms are equal to here? C1 and C4. Okay. That is in one plane here, the two axial hydrogen atoms get pushes towards each other. Therefore, these hydrogens can exhibit the eclipsed structure according to a Newman projection. Therefore, these hydrogens are called as flagpole hydrogen atoms. Flagpole hydrogen atoms. And the hydrogen atoms which are attached to the first plane in the side way, that is called as a HE. That hydrogen atoms are called as a bowsprit hydrogen atoms. Bowsprit hydrogen atoms here. Okay. Now the bond between this C and HE, that is known as a bowsprit bond, and here it is known as a flagpole bond. This bond is turns sidewise and this bond is turns on each other. Okay. Therefore, these hydrogens comes towards each other. Therefore, they are known as a flagpole hydrogen atoms. These are known as a those paired hydrogen atoms. These are existing in one plane. Now coming to the second plane. Here this is the second plane, which contributes how many carbon atoms of C2, C3, C5 and C6. Which is of hydrogen atoms are similarly. These are hydrogen atoms are same as usual to a chair form. That is, this is the axial, this is axial, this is equatorial, this is equatorial, this is equatorial, this is equatorial. That is, in the second plane, the bond between carbon and axial hydrogen atoms, that bond is known as quasi-axial bond, and the hydrogens are known as quasi-axial hydrogen atoms. These hydrogen atoms are known as quasi-axial hydrogen atom. And the bonds between carbon and equatorial side, that is of this side here and about this side here, okay, therefore these bonds are known as a quasi-equatorial bonds, and the hydrogen atoms which are linked through this quasi-equatorial bond, these hydrogen atoms are known as a quasi-equatorial hydrogen atoms here. And this structure is also contributes the original tetrahedral angle, that is known as a 109 degrees a 28 minutes. It acquires the puckered ring structure, and thereby it is minimizing all types of strain. Therefore here two planes can occur, and previously chair form and boat form. I have to give you clue on that is the chair form is more stable than the boat form. Okay, this acquires due to the flagpole hydrogen atoms. It acquires a lot of strain. Therefore, this boat form is less acquires a high amount of energy. Therefore, it is a less stable one. While the chair form is a more stable, it minimizing all type of strains. Therefore, it having the low amount of potential energy, acquiring the higher amount of a stability, minimizing all types of strains. Okay, thus we have seen here that is the conformations in a cyclohexane. Now, which are the other two types of the conformers of a cyclohexane? Which are these? Here, in short, here I am going to use simple idea. First is about twist boat and half chair. Now, twist boat having the structure like this. This is the structure of a twist boat, and half chair means what? That is same to here. That is twisting the chair in a half way. That is okay. Now, here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here 6. Okay, this is also a, here also a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here 6. These are the another by twisting the boat. Here boat form of twisting the boat we get the twist form of a boat, and by twisting the chair here we get the half chair. Okay. Now, as far as the stability is concerned, here the stability is going on. First is on, that is the chair form. Then is about twist boat. Okay, then about the boat, and then last is about half chair. This is an important one. Okay, this is a stability order for the conformations in a cyclohexane. You have to just remember on this. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss the relative stabilities of a cyclohexane according to these four format here. First is chair, twist boat, boat and half chair. Already I have given you to chair form and boat form of a cyclohexane. This is a twist boat and half chair of a cyclohexane here. Okay. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss the relative stability of all the conformants of a cyclohexane, that is chair form, twist boat form and half chair form, which is more stable and how much kilojoule per energy which can acquire, which can have a stress, and which type of stress we can discuss in the next lecture. I hope that all of you understand here the conformations in cyclohexane and the Sachet-Morse theory in good way. If there are any problems, please ask me on group. Thank you.